We have two cruise news stories to discuss today, both coming from NCL Cruise Lines, and both of these stories are mega deals. The first story is a breaking news story about the change at NCL, starting from the top, and this is sudden. I'm going to break down for you, what does fast food and NCL have in common? I'm going to tell you about it in just a few seconds. Now, our second cruise news story is also out of NCL. Well, this could be scary, especially if you've cruised recently on one of their cruise ships, because a disease that we don't hear very much about, well, it has been linked to cruising on NCL cruise ships, and you need to know about this. So let's swan dive right into it. Hello everyone, it's Cynthia, your host. Welcome back to today's show. Well, we have just two cruise news stories to share with you today, but they are such bombshells, both of them, that I wanted to make sure you get this news out as quickly as you can. So we're going to begin with our first story. NCL cruisers, we have a critical health update that you need to hear. Well, Norwegian Cruise Lines and the CDC are officially investigating a potential outbreak of Legionnaires Disease on another one of their ships. Now, if you've sailed recently or have a trip booked, here is the right recipe for staying safe while sailing on NCL. Just February 13th, 2026, reports surfaced that NCL is issuing cautionary notices to passengers. The CDC is currently investigating the Norwegian Encore for a potential link to cases of Legionnaires Disease. This follows a very similar alert sent to guests on the Norwegian Epic just a few months ago. Now, while NCL hasn't confirmed the ship is the definitive source, they are working closely with health officials to test the water systems. This is standard procedure when two or more passengers who sailed on the same ship are diagnosed with this rare form of pneumonia. Now, here's the part that surprises most people. You don't get Legionnaires' disease from drinking the water or from person-to-person contact. It's actually spread through aerosolized water droplets. Well, what does that mean? Basically, a mist that you breathe in. Okay, so because of this, it's often called the hot tub disease. You can see why. Well, the bacteria Legionella thrives in warm water systems like whirlpools, also in decorative fountains and even shower heads, if they're not maintained at the right temperature or with enough disinfectant. That's a cautionary tale for all of us to maintain our shower heads. Okay, but let me keep going. CDC experts have recently pointed out that private balcony hot tubs can be a higher risk than public ones. Well, because they aren't always subject to the same strict, hourly chemical checks and cleanings as the main pools are. So here is what to watch for. These are the symptoms. If you sailed on an NCL ship in the last 14 days, you need to watch for symptoms that look like severe flu or pneumonia. We're talking about high fever and chills, a persistent cough, shortness of breath, muscle aches, and headaches. If you feel any of these symptoms, NCL's advice is strict and quite clear. See a doctor immediately. And specifically, tell them that you are on a cruise so they can run a Legionella specific test. The good news is most healthy people recover with antibiotics. That's the good news. But for those over 50 or with weakened immune systems, it can actually be quite life-threatening. The cruise line, now they are taking this very seriously. NCL has already elevated their sanitation procedures across the fleet, not just those ships, to protect current guests and make sure that this stops, this doesn't spread anywhere. So kudos to you, NCL. Okay, I have a few questions for you. Does this make you think twice about using that balcony hot tub, or any hot tub for that matter? Do you usually use the hot tubs? I would like to know your take on this. Let's talk about it down in the comments below. Our second cruise news story, well, this is a massive shakeup for the cruise industry, especially since it happened so suddenly. Harry Sommer is out and the Sandwich King is in. All right, this is big news in the cruise world today. Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, which as you probably know, is the parent company to NCL, Oceania, and Regent Seven Seas, their luxury brand. Well, they just announced a massive leadership shakeup. Harry Sommer is officially out as CEO, and his replacement is someone you might recognize from the world of, believe it or not, fast food. Let's break down the right recipe for what's actually happening at NCL. All right, this is how the story goes. On February 12th of 2026, NCL announced that Harry Sommer has stepped down from his role as president and CEO, effective immediately. Harry has been a staple at Norwegian for years, taking the top spot in 2023 after Frank Del Rio retired. Now, NCL is saying that there were no disagreements whatsoever, and they just call this a strategic leadership change. But the timing is definitely catching analysts and many cruise enthusiasts off guard. Sommer is leaving a legacy of massive ship orders and the recent launch of the Norwegian Aqua. But the board is ready for a new direction. So who is taking the helm? Let's talk about him. Let's meet John Chidsey. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he spent the last 5 years as the CEO of Subway Restaurants, where he led a massive global turnaround. And before that, he was the big boss at Burger King. Now, he isn't totally new to cruising. He has been on the board for NCL for many years. But the message from the board is clear. They want operational rigor. They want a turnaround specialist to sharpen their execution and just to improve financial performance, the bottom line. And Chidsey is known for cutting costs and modernizing operations, which has some cruisers like myself wondering, well, what does this mean for our onboard experiences? So let's talk a little bit about what this means if you're going on an NCL cruise. What does it mean for you and your free at sea vacation? Well, usually when a CEO with this type of turnaround background, when they step in, it means that the company is focusing on the bottom line. They need to make more money. That means we could see changes in how NCL bundles their offers, or they could put a new focus completely on maybe their luxury brands, Oceania and Regent Seven Seas. Interestingly enough, this change comes just weeks before NCL's big year-end financial report, which they're going to do on March 2nd. So the industry is watching very closely to see if the Subway recipe that works so well there will work on the high seas. I don't know. Are you a diehard NCL fan? Do you cruise NCL or their brands? And how do you feel about a fast food veteran taking over your favorite cruise line? Let me know in the comments. I'd also like to hear your thoughts on what you think will happen coming up next for NCL now that we have this turnaround type of CEO in place. Do you think we're going to see cuts in some of our favorite onboard experiences? Do you think we are going to see higher prices? We've seen that across many different cruise lines. Do you think we're about to see that with NCL? I don't know. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear them. Drop them in the comments below. Now here's my time to give you our plug for more cruise news, the right recipe of course, ship tours, and much more. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Absolutely free, it doesn't cost you a thing. And then you become part of the right recipe for travel family. We'd love to have you. And of course, join us every Tuesday night for our Tuesday Night Live. Tuesday Night Live, it's just a little bit more relaxed. We get to talk to one another and we dive into the local and most updated cruise news. We talk about wave season deals and other stuff that cruisers like us, we like to talk about. We have some fun as well. So check us out Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Central. All right, that's all the cruise news stories we have for today. I'm Cynthia, and we will catch you at the next adventure.